What's going on, Falcons fans? It's your boy, Big Low Country. I got my homeboy here.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Terror Artist 404 Gaming over here, man. But aka Tonyo, aka the Stack Guy. You feel me? How y'all doing out there today, man? How y'all doing out there?
Hey, man. I'm doing a lot better this week than I've been for the previous 5 weeks. I can tell you that, bro.
Why you say that, man? Why do you say that, man? Why you feeling so good today?
Hey, man, we got that dub, man.
That dub for you, man. Got to give a round of applause. Got to give a round of applause for the Atlanta Falcons and the things that they did on Sunday. What's up, Richard Jr.? What's up, Connor Hood? Polo DTV was happening. Connor Hood was happening. Hey.
Ooh. What's going on, fam? We hope everybody good tonight. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all are here with us.
Y'all here with ATLiens Sports Zone Crew. I know what they do to us, man. But yes, we are all elated and all excited because the Atlanta Falcons, they played a full 4 quarters.
Yeah.
We actually did it. We actually saw it. What we've been preaching this whole time, we actually saw it, man.
Oh, them things.
I know y'all happy. I know y'all was popping y'all bottles or whatever y'all do. You know, when y'all happy, I know y'all was doing it. What's up, Just JROTC TV? Appreciate the shout out, man.
What's going on, fam?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Then you got I don't know how to say it. I messed that name up.
The K.
Hey, what's up? Finally,
bro. You know, hey, man, I had to. You know what? As a matter of fact, man, I see, JRT or CT. I see that you mentioned the cut, man. Maybe that might have gave us some good luck this week. So I might have to, keep cutting it regularly every week, keep shaving it down so we can get that good luck every week and get these W's, man.
Well, tomorrow I'm gonna be getting the cut myself as well, so let's double down on the Detroit Lions. You feel me? How y'all doing out there, man? This show is all for y'all, all for the fans. We love the support and the appreciation. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button on Atlanta Falcons Nation. Hit that subscribe button on Terror Artist 404 Gaming. That's me. And hit that subscribe button of Big Low Country Sports, man. All right, so let's get into it. You ready, partner?
Hey, man, we ready as we ever gonna be, bro. Let's go ahead.
All right, man. So y'all already know where we're gonna begin at. Y'all already know where to start off from. The recap of the Minnesota Vikings game, man. I'm gonna let you go first, Coach.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something, man. It's always good to talk about a game after a win, bro. It's always good to talk about a game after a win. We don't got to go through the couldas, shouldas, and wouldas. We could just talk about what we actually did and got that win. And I mean, I felt really good about it. I really felt like the team played with a whole new attitude. They played with an intensity for all 4 quarters. That's the most important thing. Because go ahead and tell everybody. Go ahead and show everybody how I was looking at halftime, Tonio. Go ahead and let everybody know the way I was looking at the TV. Because at halftime, y'all, I was looking crazy.
Well, I think we was all looking about crazy, all looking about the same way because it's what we used to, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, I was looking at the screen real motherfuckerish. But I gotta say how he was saying, you mother. I was looking at that TV, man, like, please help the God, Lord Jesus, brother. They don't do it to us again, man. But actually, this is how you actually felt, man. This is how you actually felt going into like the 3rd quarter. Was it like going into the 3rd quarter you felt that way, or even throughout the 4th quarter?
Man, I was feeling that way. To be honest with you, bro, I was feeling that way with at that second half. Whenever that second half started, I was like, man, let's see how things. Let's see, because you know what I say, man. It's all about adjustments because it's one of those things where whenever teams have a chance to go to the locker room, sit down and talk and rehash everything, that's whenever those adjustments come in. So I was like, well, let's see how things happen moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
I mean,
And I feel like that they did a real good job. They did a real good job at keeping intact to what they was doing, and cause the teams they get a chance to sit down and be like, okay, they run at this formation, how many times, what's their tendencies and stuff, and
yeah,
they just wasn't able to get it going versus us like that. And just ROTC TV said, I think we built different now with the new coaching. I think that has something to do with it, bro, because you seen RAHEEM Morris cussing them out on the sideline. You seen Lions cussing people out on the sideline. Man, what you think about that comment right there?
man, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Whenever I became real cool with Raheem Morris, whenever I seen the full body shot of him and he was wearing the J's on the sideline, we might have this one now, Bo. But yeah, I definitely feel like that's the case, man. And shout out to my homeboy Gianni here because we actually put up a video on Atlanta Falcons Nation on the YouTube channel talking about some of the things that Dan Quinn was missing in his defense. And yeah, Gianni, I definitely put up some videos, basically just showing some of the differences that this defense had this week opposed to the defenses that that we had previously. Yeah, we could definitely do that. I had to holler at that guy see if I could get some pointers.
Hey man, I understand, God, but you're right, Gianni. Yeah, I told him he need to do it every single week, every Friday, because it jumped off and y'all loved it, man. So can you give them every single Friday? Can you
Man,
let them know right now?
I promise you I'll get you one once a week. I don't know if it'll be Friday, but I promise you I'll get it to you every week.
Well, I teach you how to what do you call set a video to a later date and later time so that you finish earlier. It'll just drop on them.
Yeah, definitely.
What's up, Mr. Motivator? What's happening, man?
What's up, bro?
You watching the show? And yes, you said it again. Atlanta the greatest. We're going to do different stuff, man. You got to keep that believing. You gotta keep believing and pushing your team, man. Unlike most of these other fans, man.
Man, we got our buddy Miss Donna in here. Miss Donna's joining us this week. What's going on, Miss Donna?
Hey, Donna, that's our every week personality right there. I knew we were doing better because our defense wasn't in for 20 downs. They got to rest because the offense was on the field longer. Yes,
yeah, that's true.
Definitely. Which brings me up to the stat guide myself. I said in the video that Matt Ryan only threw the ball 40 times and we ran the ball 32 times. The balance. They didn't know which one was coming for one. And I don't know if that was RAHEEM Morris doing. He probably was on the sideline like, hey, bro, you better not. You better not. Or was it Dirk Cutter saying like, all right, I learned my lesson. Now let's get to this W in this way that we can. And Anthony Wright says, hey, Big Country, tell Tonio about our internet chat about what I said about trading Tat McKinley.
Oh man, my homeboy Anthony, bro, he was spot on. We got another GM, and Anthony might need to be applying to be a GM for the Atlanta Falcons, man, because he had a good take on that. So basically, what he was saying was, look, man, let's go ahead and trade Tat because I mean, all those other guys. I mean, Alan Bailey, he showed his behind on Sunday.
Yeah.
Kaminsky's coming back, and all those other guys on the defensive line. I mean, you might as well try to trade them. Try to get a 4th, 5th round pick, and because moving forward, we're looking like we're going to have to make a lot of teams. I mean, a lot of changes to this team, to kind of get back on track. So, I mean, that's definitely the case.
Yeah, man, I believe that they showed that they don't need Tat McKinley. I really see that they showed that though, so he might just get his wish to
Yeah,
go.
and then he also talked about Charles Harris too. My bad, Tony. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, man. Anthony Wright said Charles Harris should be our starting DN in tap play. Man, the way they was cooking, bro, I don't care who it is, cause it seemed like he had them all going. I don't know what he did during the week. He made them uncomfortable. I don't know why they was comfortable being 0-5, but whatever he did, and it works. And like Just K Style says, do it for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't change up and do it for 60 minutes again, man.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute, Toe. You see how excited I just got, man? Miss Donna invited us to the tailgate. Boy, you talking about...
Yeah, talking about some food and some football and some drinks. I feel yeah.
Hey, we'll definitely show up. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you.
Hey, man. Connor Hood said, go Falcons. That's right, man. Go Falcons, man. But Mark 504 said, Falcons go on 11-5. Y'all need to go to the Super Bowl.
Man.
I believe if we was to go 11-5, it ain't no reason for us not to go to the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That means you had to win every game. Every game. No hiccups, no nothing. Now, I expect maybe a loss here and maybe a loss there. I don't know about 11-5, but sure, if they keep playing the way they did, they might just do it. They might really just do it. What you think about that?
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, I mean, look, it's all about progressing from where it's all about progressing. So they played really well. They had some things that they needed to improve on, but it's all about confidence, man. It's all about getting better and better, So,
yes, Connor Hood, we do watch college football. Roll Tide over here. Who you go with?
Oh, hey, man, I'm a Virginia Tech fan.
Yeah.
Born and raised near Statesboro, Georgia, so it's hell Southern. You already know what time it is, but Connor, I think I'll talk about football with that guy over there because he like to cheer for
the I see Tide, like I said, man.
See your profile picture. I see you a Georgia guy, so I don't know about that one, bro. It might be a bad combination.
You don't want to get there, but speaking of things that they need to do better and get better in, out of a great day that we did notice one person that deserves this picture of the roasted turkey. And who did you say?
Your boy, Kendall Sheffield.
Explain to me. Well, I don't think you need to explain, but go ahead and tell them how you feel, Coach Lowe.
Your boy, Kendall Sheffield. I learned how to spell Sheffield on Sunday, y'all, because I kept seeing the back of Kendall Sheffield's jersey. Justin Jefferson turned into a cannibal and ate Kendall Sheffield alive on Sunday. Ate him up.
And no, Donna, I told you I wasn't going to do that. Did you write the name on your book? No, but I did run the 40, and everybody that was on the show saw it. If not, I think it's on the previous episode. Am I right?
Yeah, last week. Yeah, last week.
Last week episode, me running the 40 and him doing his dance was just hilarious. Was on that, man. But I would have been going viral for real if I would have did that.
Man.
Mad Mike, shout out to Mad Mike Sports 999 as he said. What's up, man? Appreciate the love and support. And just ROTC TV said, hi, y'all. Again, said, how y'all feel about the transition to put Oliver in the slot? What do you think about that?
Hey, man, to be completely honest with you, I think when Darquez Denard comes back, I think Oliver will only be in on dime sets because from what I'm seeing, it seems like his best position might be the bench from what I'm seeing right now. It seems like his confidence is just kind of thrown off.
Yeah.
I don't think he should be lined up right now. He put him in as that fourth cornerback. What do you think about that?
Man, Isaiah Oliver, I mean, he did play well, but we got to continue to see it week from week.
Yeah, every win is. Every week we need a win moving forward.
Right, and Anthony Wright, fellas, have you heard any word on if cornerback Darqueze Dennard will be back for Sunday's game to play as the nickelback? Have you heard anything, Lo?
From what I heard so far, I heard that he was like 2 weeks out. Because he's still on that IR, and I know that you have to sit out for a designated period of time. I think Mad Mike just said that as well. So
he's 2 weeks away, so we don't really want to rush him at this point. We really have not, much of a season unless they continue winning. So I guess you don't want to really put him in the danger, to injure himself even further. And get to this last comment from you. Talk Sports. Oliver on his way to the pen. I'm back. Facts, bit low. I believe it though. I really don't see it, and I really think they need to play Breida Bray Wilson more than him. To be honest.
Ooh. That's your boy. Don't say that too loud now. Don't say that too loud because my homeboy Jew Talk Sports, he get excited about Breida Ray. He loves Breida now.
That's why I said it, bro, because I believe that
he's a good player.
It should, and they need to make that happen. And to get into the next topic, which is kind of what we already touched on in the comments that y'all saw as I seen. Do y'all think they played different because of RAHEEM Morris? Coach Lowe. Go ahead. Draw it up.
And y'all make sure that y'all let us know what y'all thinking in the comments as well, because we definitely want to hear y'all perspective. Because look, I'm not just a coach. Y'all are coaches too. I want to hear what all of the coaches out there think as well.
And also before he goes, don't be afraid to have any questions coming on down, because what we're going to start doing, I'm probably going to start doing it, or he will. The questions that we don't get to in the live stream, we will get to y'all personally in y'all own video. So light them questions up, man.
Yeah.
The ones that we remember that we didn't get to, we will get to you in the video. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, so look, Mr. Motivator answered this question for me. we definitely played a lot better under RAHEEM Morris. I could definitely, and I agree. I agree with you as well, Jamal. He's RAHEEM the Dream, man. RAHEEM the Dream, rocking the J's on the sideline. What is more Atlanta than that? The man's name is RAHEEM. Rocking the J's on the sideline.
You were really mixing it up.
RAHEEM the Dream, man. Yeah, RAHEEM the Dream. Coach RAHEEM the Dream. That's his name.
And John Crowder also said Coach Morris got into they behind they butt offs. And I love it. But go ahead, Coach.
Yeah. I think, it's kind of like what we talked about on all those other shows, man. It's like, it's all about accountability. What's going on, Harrison? I see you.
What's happening? But go ahead.
But yeah, man, it's all about accountability, man. And you could definitely tell the difference this past week than the weeks before, because the guys, they were out there when they weren't trying to make mistakes. And if they did make those mistakes, they knew there was going to be some problems. They knew they were going to have to deal with it. What's going on, Asia? I see you.
Asia, we see you in the building.
But yeah, I see you're right, Terrence. It seems like Coach Quinn, he might have been holding us back with all the talent on that team, because they dominated Minnesota. I mean, up front, they dominated them.
They ain't got no Everson Griffin. I know they didn't have no Calvin Cook. They're probably missing other players too. But we haven't beaten them to that time until 2011, bro. And it's been horrible going to Minnesota and horrible playing them here. So, yeah. And a lot of those was up under the Queen. Some of those was up under Quinn. And you're right. I believe that Quinn was holding us back, man. because he has the ego. If y'all watch Mad Mike Sports, what y'all do, I know y'all do. He says it all the time. Him and Dirk Cutter had an ego that they didn't want to let it go. We got rid of one ego. Now we're gonna see where the rest lead up. What you think about that, Lo?
Man, every time I think about Dan Quinn trying to help us win.
Don't mean to cut you off, but Utah Sports said y'all hit that subscribe button on AFN. Yes, and we just recently hit over 400, but I think we're like 418 now, 419.
So we trying to go for 5.
We on the road to 5 to 1,000. Let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button on that. You feel me? But go ahead, Lo.
Man, every time I think about Dan Quinn trying to help us win, all I think of, I just keep singing the same old song. Every time we try to win, Dan Quinn keeps holding us back. Because I mean, we're losing because of him, and whenever we do get a chance to win, it's the spot of him.
That man done brought that chingy. I know you can go like that. Man.
But yeah, man, it's like he was holding us back, man. We trying to win some games, bro.
Man, that ego is really be egotism, man. It just, I don't know, bro. Once you know, it ain't going your way. It ain't going your way. Change it up.
Man, I know it, bro. I know
419 on subs.
419. Appreciate the love. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my homeboy, Terror Artist 44.
Gaming, Madden, 2K. Gonna eventually do MLB the show. But y'all go follow the coach. If I get it right. Y'all go follow the coach right there.
I thought y'all was just chill out with old country boy every now and then. Y'all do a country boy a favor and subscribe to his channel, man. Big old country sports.
We're gonna blow up. But we're gonna blow up because of y'all, man. You feel me?
Hey, man.
Blow up because of y'all, and we appreciate that.
Definitely. Appreciate the love, bro. Appreciate the love.
Asia Green, I seen your comment. To be honest, yes, because of the energy they shifted. They played with so much pride with RAHEEM. Did y'all see Keanu Neal out there? He looked like the rookie. I mean, more polished, but the way that he wanted, he didn't look like he was hurt. Like the other.
Man, what was that question? What was that question he asked Madison?
What was it?
Man, go ahead and put it up. Go ahead and tell what Keanu Neal asked Madison after he gave him that lick.
Hey, man. He asked Minnesota all day. The whole thing. Do y'all want y'all cornbread?
Because he took it from him.
Like y'all know Martin Lawrence. Y'all know Martin Lawrence. He's just like, here, take it. I don't care. Yeah, man. They play with a different pride and different energy that we haven't seen all season long. And we're going to get to one more before we hit this next topic here. Let's see. Shawty, Shady, what's happening? Quinn just a motivational speaker. It ain't working no more, bro. Come on. You're working for 1 year. 1 year. You got Darren Moore. You got Darren Moore, which also, if you haven't checked that out on Atlanta Falcons Nation, they got a video, an interview with him on there.
Yeah. Great guy.
He had me ready. It wasn't Dan Quinn, it was him. It was him that had me ready, man. I swear to God, bro. And so we're going to jump into this next topic of the conversation, man. Did you feel like Minnesota was going to come back after halftime? Did you have that feeling?
I mean, yeah, you know, like I said, you know, from that picture that we put up earlier, I don't know what people was in here then, but
if y'all wasn't here then, here it is right now, because that's how we was looking at it.
That's how we were looking at the TV.
Y'all better now, or I'm gonna whoop y'all with my belt. Y'all grown man, up on the bed, Old school,
That TV.
man. But that's how you was feeling, right, man?
Hey, man, I was definitely worried. But whenever I seen that the offense was just still making sustainable drives, and if you get me 2 first downs when you're ahead, I feel comfortable. But 3 and outs, I just can't do it. But
Wright said he was comfortable. He was like, "No, I did not," which is great that made you feel that way. But you can't help but to think about it in the back of your mind of what's going on. You feel me?
Man, that reoccurring, bro.
PTSD, that deja vu kicks in, and you're like, "Oh man!" But really, for me, when they got to the middle of the third quarter, I was like, "All right." I was kind of like, "All right, this is over." But I was still looking at him like, "Come on now, don't make me look like a fool, man." How about you, Lo?
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was worried, but halfway through the third quarter, all that anxiety kind of left after that.
Jamar Games, what's happening, man?
Mo, what's going on, bro?
But yeah, Fred Moore Jr. said, "Nah, didn't think they would come back."
Hey, y'all were more confident than me because I was worried. I was worried,
man. I mean, you get ready to coach. That was doing it, and you see a whole different team.
Yeah,
seeing a whole different team, a whole different attitude. You saw Keanu Neal out there busting, and how dare we not congratulate AJ Terrell on his first interception?
Well,
did y'all see how he baited?
Yeah,
how he baited. I'm pretty sure the coach Big Low gonna get to that on the film breakdowns, once a week. But man,
you already know
quarterback into that. But if y'all don't realize, Dante Fowler got his hand in his face too. So that was a combination of the defensive line, the trenches player, helping out the cornerback. Because the quarterback can't see. If he can't see, where he gonna throw?
Good team defensive football. You can't beat it, man.
Who we could turn this season around? We can if they play like that.
Yeah.
It's just Minnesota, whatever. It's an NFL team, dog. And the way that we was looking, we can't underestimate nobody. And now they know they can't underestimate us. But it did look good. They did look good, and it did feel good for them to really just hold on to it. And Eric Claxton, appreciate you coming to the show. Why the hell would we put Oliver in the spot? Too slow. We need to put him in. We need to cut him and trade him. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, Raheem Morris, Rich McKay, whoever is doing this, probably more so Rich McKay, Arthur Blank. If you listening, cut that man.
Hey, man.
I do believe he's too slow, and that's why on the previous show, when you said something about him being the free safety, I was like, no, because he's too slow. They changed the direction too slow too, man.
I mean, free safeties are slower than cornerbacks, though. The thing is that he could tackle. That's the thing. If he could tackle and he's smart.
So you telling me that Ed Reed was slower than some of the cornerbacks?
Ed Reed was born, but whenever Ed Reed was born, like he had SS in his social security number. Like that man was born to play safety. Like, Ed Reed is different, okay? But I mean, I'm just saying, like all the other safeties in the NFL. All of those guys have 4.5, 4.6 40s. Like that's why they play safety. I mean, he's a big guy. He could tackle well. I mean, if he could just learn how to keep everything in front of him, I believe he'll be a better safety than anything.
Right. And YMOF Jamal 05 said AJ and emerging as playmakers on defense. Yes. Man, you update ratings after that last game. I need some help. Yeah, man. What you think about that?
Oh yeah.
It was nice to see. It was nice to see Deion Jones doing what Deion Jones do. They put him in position.
Yes.
Go ahead, coach.
Yeah, you already said it, man. You're the coach. You're the coach, bro. I mean, look, the fact of the matter is that we found this picture online of Dan Quinn looking at Deion Jones's picture. And he was missing on him.
Hold on.
Dan Quinn was missing.
Jordan said, when is Tech coming back? We hope he don't.
Give me Charles Harris all day.
I'm just about done with him.
Give me Charles Harris all day. Our homeboy Anthony Wright, he made the call.
Huh?
I said, our homeboy Anthony Wright, he made the call. He said, go ahead, trade Tech. Let's roll with the defensive line that we got. I'd rather have somebody who is actually dedicated to the team and not trying to get out to California.
He too prissy for me. He too California-ish. you know how I remember the Titans, they called that man Sunshine.
The Sunshine.
Sunshine from California, right? Well, go ahead. What was you saying, Lo?
Yeah, we don't need Tech, man. Let's just go ahead and cut bait and move forward.
No, what was you saying before about the Dan Quinn and Deion Jones?
Yeah, I heard that he was missing Deion Jones, man. You didn't hear about that?
Hey, man, I found the picture that everybody was sharing that was like, this is perfect for the show. Because I best believe at 4 o'clock, he was looking like this. It feels so hard to say goodbye. My love and prayers. I know I can't sing it, y'all. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how he was feeling. He was like, man, like I got in my video as well. Man, these guys out here actually playing ball without me, man. How dare they? Oh my God, they're doing their job.
Man.
Hey,
man, that was.
You think Dan Quinn in the corner sucking on his thumb or something?
Hey, man. I think I don't know where Dan Quinn is. I'm sure he's somewhere far, far away from football, just because I'm sure he's getting tired of seeing his name on the internet all the time. But I know he had to check on the score. I know he did.
That's right, Derek Glasson. Tech can go to California, where he really want to go.
He could go back to Cali.
Yeah, the 90s flow with it, you feel me? And before we get into like the main brother and the beat, go ahead, Derek Claxton. Should we trade Ricardo Adams? I don't think he's gonna be here at the end of the season.
Man, I don't think nobody wants him anyway, bro. Like, I mean, I don't see anybody wanting to take him. Unless you trade him for a Coca-Cola and a ham sandwich, I don't think nobody will want him.
I don't even think they would want that. But here's one of the questions that we have for y'all. Do you see us playing like that every week? Lo, we're gonna start with you until these comments start to pop up. Do you see the Falcons playing like this every week? Or do you think it's just a fluke showing because it's Minnesota?
I definitely feel like they play different.
Easy schedule for the next couple of games, but then after the bye week, it's gonna get really tough. But what you think about that?
Well, I think the biggest issue that we're going to have that determines if we play like this every week is how well we run the ball moving forward, especially against Detroit. I think Detroit has like the 11th best passing defense in the league, but it also depends on who they played against because their secondary is suspect. As a coach, the way that I'm looking at the situation is that you got to remember that Desmond Trufant is on the other side.
Like that film you're going to be breaking down every week.
Yeah. But you got to remember that Desmond Trufant, he plays for the Lions now. So
they get toasted, roasted, and folded.
But you got to remember, though, Tonio, that he knows that offense as well as anybody. So right now, he's probably cluing them in on the things that our offense does. See, those are the situations where it's like how is that going to unfold?
So that was kind of like the situation with Green Bay, Matt LaFleur know how Matt Ryan operates. So
Exactly.
we'll see about that. We're gonna talk about that in a few actually, but I call out retards. Okay. I'm not scared to choke leads. We got Raheem Morris now, baby. No more choking bald head Quinn, man. Hey man, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. When he came out the tunnel with the suit that he had on, man, look, I was like, hey, before the game, before they got in the locker room, I guess he got dressed and turned into the city boy. Man, that boy was looking sharp. He was looking like he ready for business because you can't forget he auditioned for a job too. Because either he's going to win this job and it was like, okay, we're gonna keep him, or somebody else out there looking and they're gonna grab him.
Oh yeah, definitely. I know everybody in the comments is saying that Trufant is hurt, and I definitely understand that. But he could definitely be telling everybody in that defensive meeting room, hey guys, if you see them line up in a 22 formation, and he texts to Julio such and such, then they're probably going to do this, or it's just so many different things that he could do.
Also, the coach, you gotta think about it. Is he gonna be able to spot on for Julio? Is he gonna be able to spot on for Ridley? Is he gonna be able to spot on for Todd Gurley? Well, he might not be coming out the back, so let me retract Todd Gurley. Is he gonna be able to say something about Hayden Hurst? I mean, I believe if our offense is pre-playing like that, it's too many people to key in on. But go ahead, I ain't want to cut y'all.
Oh no. I definitely understand what you're saying. And so that was basically my thing, is that even though he's not playing, he could still kind of key everybody else in on our tendencies and the things that we could do. Like he knows better than anybody,
Right, and Jude Talk Sports says Darius Slay was a bit lost for the Lions. Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because he used to have some plays versus us too. If y'all ain't forget, he used to have some great plays versus us. And I don't know if he ever just like shut down Julio. Probably not, but I know he's made his fair share of plays, especially that year. What was it that year that we beat them because of like a penalty or something on a 10-second runoff?
Yeah. I remember that. I think it was the year before last, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Like 2017 or something, where we barely escaped and got out of there.
Yeah.
And ATLiens, what's up, AJ, the newest Atlanta Falcons Nation member? Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to him. When he get his channel rolling. Okuda is good. He's a rookie.
Well, it was. I mean, you got to think, AJ.
Ain't no rookie gonna be able to stop this show.
Well, and my homeboy AJ, he studies Pro Football Focus just like I do, and Okuda's coverage ratings are terrible this season. I think he's one of the lowest rated rookie defensive backs in the league this year. So I know everybody thought he was going to be like the next Darrelle Revis, but he really hasn't panned out. So this could be a get right game, y'all. This could be a chance where we could get some momentum.
Another get right game, and we got a lot of those coming up. Monte B, appreciate you watching. Appreciate all y'all watching. Hit that subscribe button. Go over to Terror Artist 404 Game and hit that subscribe button. And Big Low Country Sports for your film breakdown and your Big Low Country fantasy football. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for him. He said the Lions' run defense is awful. I think they should establish a running game. Man, if we can get that 2 times in a back-to-back weeks, bro, God is coming. Jesus is coming and to come, because once again, we don't know if that was Raheem telling Dirk, you better run the ball 30 times, or did Dirk just be like, all right, I'm going to try for this game? What you think about that comment, though?
Well, if you say that Jesus is coming, if we establish that run, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Tonio, you might as well go ahead and get your life right with the Lord, because we finna get this running game going. I'm going to go ahead and tell you.
Hey man,
Moving forward, Gurley
hold
gonna get the ball 20 times a game. Go ahead and book that.
AJ said, "Let me rephrase. Okuda is going to be good. He's just a rookie." Okay, we can see that. We can see that right there. And we're gonna get into another comment because it's all about y'all. And I see that Nathan said, "Don't forget about Russell Gage. He balls too." I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, man. He does. He does, man. If Russell Gage, if you end up watching this, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And AJ is already better than Akuda. Yeah.
Yeah. He's the best player in our secondary right now.
Asia Green said, "Do y'all think the Falcons' offense is consistent?"
What you think?
That's tricky. Do I believe that we can be? Yes, and I believe that we showed yesterday that not yesterday, my bad, Sunday that when you give Matt Ryan more of the keys, it's good things happen. Hey. But what do you think about that comment? Do you think the Falcons offense is consistent?
Hey, Miss Asia, you know what? To be honest with you, I think with the way the NFL is now, because the NFL in general is inconsistent. We've seen where the Chiefs they've had inconsistent games. So I think based on the way things have unfolded, I think this offense is pretty consistent. I think Matt Ryan's like number 2 in the league in passing yards right now. We're running the ball pretty good if we just run it more. I don't think that we run the ball badly. So, to be honest with you, Miss Asia, I think our offense is pretty consistent. Based on the other teams in the league, I definitely feel like we're in the top 15.
Right, man. The way the girl has been running, he's been running pretty well. So I really don't have no fear about his knee right now. I really don't. I really do not have no fear about his knee. And before we get into that comment, respect for the ladies. Yes, Maggie T. And if you haven't heard, actually Miss Maggie T is looking for females to host y'all on, show. To get some ladies on here, get y'all respected, because we know ladies know football. We know some men out there pout because women know more football, but not us at Atlanta Falcons Nation, baby. We welcome it all. So
you already know.
Make sure to go hit her up in the email. I'm pretty sure that she's gonna put a link, and y'all go ahead and hit her up. She's waiting for y'all. So we're gonna get into this next topic. I think we already kind of touched on it. Who is y'all's impact player of the game? It might be multiple people or whatever, but who made a difference in that game, Bill? Who?
Well, on the defensive side,
I guess you can go both sides. You can go both sides.
Okay, on the defensive side, I think I gotta give it to 4-5. 4-5 be bussing. Deion Jones, I gotta give it to him. He was literally flying all around the field. He even showed up in the running game, which is he's had problems with in the past. And man, that play at the goal line, man, that was beautiful. Deion Jones is my player of the game on defense. On offense, I got to give it to the guy that everybody says that we should trade. That was the NFC player of the week this week, Matt Ryan. He had a really good game. That pass to Julio on the sideline, the thing that everyone says that he can't do, he can't escape pressure and avoid pressure. He avoided pressure for like 5 seconds and, threw a pass that, ended up being like a 50-yard touchdown. So I got to give it to Matt Ryan, man. I really do.
Asia Green says Julio and Ridley. Okay. Okay, yeah.
That's a good pick, Miss Asia. Good pick.
Good pick. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and throw you out there. You should be one of the ones that hit up Miss Maggie T. about joining in Atlanta Falcons Nation as women because you seem to know your football.
Yeah, hey, Miss Asia, she's on it every week, man. She's on it every week. So who was your player, Antonio?
Oh, who was my player?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get to this comment right here real quick. Dante Fowler hasn't been playing well. He hasn't given us a Fowler from the Rams. I mean, you've seen splashes, but I don't think so far that we've gotten the Rams or even the Jaguars Dante Fowler yet. So we appreciate your comment on who are my impact players. Oh, my impact players is number one. I think I'm gonna have to piggyback off of you, bro. Deion Jones. And I think it's because he was put into his right position and because the fire that everybody was playing with. But I gotta give a huge shout out to Alan Bailey. He found a fountain in youth. A couple of them plays. He found a fountain in youth. And
gotta give it to a low country boy down from the 912 where I'm from. You already know. Low country boy.
On the offensive end, the offensive line, they did their thing. But I'm going to have to give it to number 2. Off of that one play. That one play. He shocked. I mean, he didn't shock me all the way, but I thought it was going to come crumbling down too, or he was going to try to run. And the way that he baited them to make them think Matt Ryan about to step up, then he stepped back real quick and just glossed that thing over to Julio, bro. I was like, oh, yeah. And I think another one of my favorite plays was that play to Hayden Hurst.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the guy that we don't speak about a lot, which I think I saw it in the comments. I'm gonna try to get to it, but Hayden Hurst was also key too. So, I mean, it was really a whole team effort, man. It's really a whole team effort, and we ain't trading Julio, man. We better not. I think Julio deserves to be a lifer. I think he should stay until he decides to retire. That's plain and simple. I mean, cap hit is horrible. The cap hit is horrible, y'all. So it was Matt Ryan too. So you want to be bankrupt, or do you want them to just go in and play out their contract? Then we open up a boatload of money. That's what you got to look at, man. That's what you really, truly have to look at. And now, the game is over. Now we got to focus on
to Detroit.
On to Detroit.
We got to get used to winning. This is what we got to do. We got to get used to winning. We can't just win a game and be like, oh, man, everything is good. We're going to the playoffs. No, we got to get used to winning. One game at a time.
We got to be 1-0 every week.
1-0 every week. That's what Raheem the Dream Morris said.
It's y'all prediction versus the Detroit Lions, man. Bit low, I'm going to let you go.
Man, so like I said earlier, the running game is going to be very important because, look, Detroit, they're suspect against that run, man. Like, they don't stop that run well. This is going to be the second week in a week where we play a defense that gives up 30 points a game. So we got a chance to put some points on the board. But the question is, and the question has always been, can we stop that other team? That's the question. So,
right. So do you see them? I think he's saying 38-24 Lions win. So do you see us giving up 38 points?
No, I don't see that. I actually think we're going to win this game as well. I think we're going to get a single score win. We'll win by 7 points or less.
30-24 seem more like it.
Yeah.
Green.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that too, baby.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Go into detail. Go into your film session mode about the game, man.
Well, I mean, I really don't got the film in front of me, but I think that we definitely could run the ball and exploit them. And I think we're going to have a chance to take some deep shots downfield, off some double moves. I think Matt Ryan's going to take at least 3 or 4 deep shots this game because we're going to be exploiting that rush defense.
So Nathan said if we play the tail of 2 halves, then it'll be 31-27 Lions. But if we don't, 34-17 Falcons. I can respect that. I respect that because we still got to have in the back of our mind, man. Like, I mean, not only once, not only twice, not only 3 times, like 4 times in the Dan Quinn era, we had Big League giving them up.
Yeah.
My take on the game, I think we're going to win. Not convincingly, though. But I say about maybe I stretch it out to like 10. I stretch it out to 10, like a 10-point lead. But I really think we're going to win that game and go on to the next one. I think that the team has a different attitude.
Yeah.
912. Yeah, I'm from the 912. Jet Jones and Matty Iceberg Slim.
What's going on, Sid?
He said
912, stand up.
He said
go down south, low country boy, down by the river. Y'all know how we do.
He said, what side you from?
Man, I'm from down near Statesboro. I'm from a small town called Metter, Georgia.
Metter, Georgia. I ain't never even heard of it, but I am an Atlanta GA baby. And I never even heard of it. William Ames. If we get more pressure on Matthew Stafford, we will be good. Yeah, that's what any quarterback though. That's what any quarterback. A lot of quarterbacks don't like to be hit like straight up front. They don't like. They can probably deal with the pressure going around, but when like Brady or Marlon Davidson coming at you or Tyler, whoever coming at you straight forward, oh, they can't stand that. They really can't stand that. What you think about that comment, Lo?
Oh yeah, definitely. The thing is that, it's one of those situations where Matthew Stafford, he's not that mobile. So it's like, if we can get some pressure on him and get up in his face and, I say all the time, man, we trying to get some jerseys dirty. That's what it's all about. What's going on, Terrence?
The 912 in the building, man.
912.
Where the 404 people at, man? Y'all come in here because they out.
912, low country boys. You already know what time it is.
City boys don't like to be outdone.
But yeah, man, I definitely think and my prediction this week is Ty Gurley is going to get you 100 yards. Go ahead and book it.
I don't think that's a prediction. I think that's the truth.
Go ahead and book it.
Now, do he rush for 1 touchdown? Do he rush for 2?
I say he's going to get you 1 touchdown, 120 yards.
Okay. And Nick Turner, 31, says, I want to see Marlon Davidson have a breakout game. Yes. I think we're missing that from him. What do you think about that, Lo?
Yeah. I think, well, wait a minute. Is he? Because I know he was on the COVID list. Don't they normally have to sit out for 2 weeks, right?
I mean, so I don't think he will be playing.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be available.
Somebody finally from the 770. All right, Cobb County. Stand up. You feel me? Savannah GA 912. Man, y'all all over. You
already know what time it is, man. Down by the river on Twanky.
Hey, man.
Seapolt, the ATL. I see you said.
Man, but Asia Green, once again, says we need to work on our defensive passing because we get burnt every time. Yeah. Hey, man. That ain't no lie. What do you think about that, coach?
Oh, I mean that. Look, man, a lot of those moves that Justin Jefferson got us on last week, it was on double moves, and whenever a team feels like they could run double moves on you, that's basically like a disrespect to your cornerback because it's like, look, we know we're gonna get them. Like just let me go out here and make him look crazy a little bit. I mean, and that's basically what they did to him. I mean, he ate us up. I feel like they didn't want to put AJ Terrell on him because I feel like AJ Terrell still might have some regrets from that game whenever they played LSU a couple years ago. But
you having regrets.
Yeah, but yeah, man, yeah. I mean, we definitely got to tighten up on that back end on defense.
AJ said Marlon Davidson is a fraud. I thought dude wanted to hurt people. He looks like a cupcake out there. He barely been out there. But
yeah, I mean,
you gotta give him some time.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like what AJ said last week.
Especially the big boys, you got to give them some time.
Yeah. You got to get used to pushing up against somebody who's just as big as you. You know, and I think AJ said this last week when he was talking about Chris Lindstrom. You know, Chris Lindstrom, he's played for about a year now, but he was saying that he hasn't had that much time to develop. And Marlon Davidson, he's only played for what, 3 or 4 games, 2-3 games. Like he ain't had a chance to show us anything.
Right, and then when him getting COVID, that's only gonna push him back even further. Yes, sir. We held Minnesota. We held Minnesota to 36 rushing yards. What do you think we hold Detroit to?
120.
You think they go over a buck?
Yeah. That man DeAndre Swift, man. Like he had his coming out party on Sunday, and don't forget about old man AP back there too. You know, as long as they make Geritol and fish oil, AP gonna be ready to go.
And about 60 each, or like somebody get more than the other. 120. I mean, 120 is not a bad number per se if it's combined by 2 running backs. If it's combined by 2 running backs, but if it's not,
I don't care. I don't care who it come from. I don't want you to run 100 yards on me.
I don't want you to run 100 yards. That's right, man. But I think about 85 to 90. I'm gonna go even lower. I'm gonna say they're gonna come out and smack them and do the same thing that they did. That's what I'm going to say as we get into another question here. The real Terrence R. How come Allison not playing? I'm not even really sure. Do you know?
He's not good enough.
But Asia Green says he's hurt.
Oh, Allison's hurt. I didn't realize, but I mean, even if he was healthy, they're not going to start 4 running backs. They might just be telling people he's hurt, but yeah, he's just not good enough. Like he still has Ito, Brian Hill, and the Gurley man in front of him. Like they're not going to let him dress out. Unfortunately,
Nathan said 79 yards. He went even lower than me.
Man, I mean, I wish that could be the case, man. I definitely wish that could be the case, but we do know that the Lions don't like to run the ball neither. Like that is one thing, but they just don't have that many weapons on the outside. It's almost like they're transitioning to try to turn into a running team themselves. So I mean, we might stop them. If we could stop them, then that would be the optimal situation.
Julio Jones goes off for 130 plus yards. H. Green says, "Sure, it can happen. I don't put no doubt in my mind."
Oh, so Asia, you saying I need to play Julio Jones in my fantasy league? That's what you're saying? Because
saying that play him.
Well, I'll definitely be playing Julio in Zone Jones in my fantasy league this year.
And AJ said, "I want to draft crazy, good trash talking corners in the draft. You know they don't trash talk like that no more." You missed the good days of trash talking. You missed it.
So were you a trash talker, Tony, when you played ball?
I mean, I wasn't like the person that initiated a lot of times. I'm more like a Julio. Like, I'm just gonna beat you down, go on about my day. But if you start talking trash to me, I'm gonna say something back. I ain't no punk, I ain't no sucker. So it's all upon that other person, man. Was you?
Man, when I play sports, I ain't say nothing the whole game.
Hey, that's how you.
I literally knock people down, help them back up, just so I can knock them back down again. I would say nothing the whole game.
Movie, huh?
Man,
Hey, man, Derek Claxton said Russell Gage 110 yards and a touchdown. Can you see that?
man, I can see that, man. I mean, look, we all know that Matt, he's gonna spread it around, and you know, this offense anybody could get it, So I could definitely see that. Especially, I don't think he had how many yards did Gage get on Sunday? He got like 70, 80 yards?
I think he got in between 70 and 80 yards.
Oh, okay.
Monte B, is Danny Amendola clear to play for the Lions? If he is, he could cause problems.
I mean, the sad thing is that, okay, Gage had 65 yards on Sunday.
65?
Yeah, 65. The sad thing is that route runners, we can't handle route runners that well. So Danny Amendola, he's a good route runner, man. He's still in the NFL for a reason. So, I mean, it might be one of those situations where he may cause problems for us. Okay, I see you here, Derek. You said that Hayden Hurst gonna go for 97 and a touchdown. I might have to take you up on that, Derek, because I'm trying to win that $1 million on Sunday on DraftKings. So I might have to take you up on that, man, because I definitely like Hayden Hurst, and I always felt like he was going to be a good addition to our team. You said that you want to trash. I want to trash talking too, man. But nowadays guys, they just don't really trash talk as much nowadays. I feel like
right.
Yeah, I just feel like it's one of those things where guys, they just kind of do what they do, and after the game they give each other a big hug and sometimes a kiss on the cheek.
Do you think that really comes into play? Because you know how they say in the NBA, a lot of people play on the same AAU team and stuff like that. And they say that back in the day, you didn't really have none of that. So do you think the friendship comes from that? Comes from you not really knowing this dude, you just competing against him versus, hey, man, I won championships with this dude. I did this with dude. We hung out. Good people type thing. What you think?
Yeah. I mean, because nowadays, like a lot of these athletes, they know that they're elite athletes from the time they're like 10, 11 years old. So they see each other all, through their whole childhood up until they get up into the pros. It's kind of like Dwight Howard was talking about LeBron James. He was like, man, I know what LeBron James can do because we've been facing each other since we were 12 years old, So,
yeah,
I mean.
Yeah. And, we've entered that session, y'all, to where it's all about y'all. It really ain't no topic. We going off of what y'all say in these comments, man, these live comments. So hit us up. Peter Ellis said, I think if Matt calls it a career before he wears another jersey. So I guess he's saying that I think he would rather retire before wearing anybody else's jersey. Do you think so?
Man, at the end of the day, it's all about money. So if Matt Ryan has a chance to make $40 million playing with the New York Jets, Matt and Sarah and the Ice Cubes are going to move to New York and play football. So I know that Matt definitely loves Atlanta. He's done probably more for us than any other quarterback. I know he's probably done more for us than any other quarterback in the city. But
Atlanta don't love him.
Man, it's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. Yeah. I mean, I think he would love to stay in Atlanta his whole career, but if he gets traded somewhere, he's gonna go play ball somewhere else. That's just how it is.
And And said Jinx says every NFL team that has, I guess it's supposed to be that has Alabama secondary players is super aggressive. I mean, but not all of the players that come from Alabama end up being successful. So don't just look at Alabama. I would say look at Georgia, look at your own backyard because they right there. You got some studs right there too. So that's what I would say to that comment right there. And Agent Green, go ahead, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know Peter Ellis said that Mattis, the quarterback John Elway has been looking for all these years. Wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos make a push. Would be great helping with development of Judy. I mean, we know one thing, Matt sure enough like throwing to them boys from Alabama. So
the honorary quarterback for Alabama. University of Alabama, Birmingham to Tuscaloosa.
He loved throwing to them Alabama boys. So I mean,
the Alabama boys been good to him too, and he been good to the Alabama boys.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's one of those things where it's like this game, these next couple of games are really going to determine what happens in the future. If we get blown out, man, it might be some wheeling and dealing going on. But if we make some real good pushes, I mean, because if I was a coach and I was coming in and you say, hey, I got Julio Jones and Matt Ryan, I'd be like, okay, we're good. But I don't know if I'm just looking at that from a fan's perspective. I don't know if a coach will say, let's draft somebody else or, right. Let's try to sign Jameis Winston in the offseason or something like that,
And I have this comment here for Derek Claxton. Now I got another one that I want to reach out on. Y'all realize when Dan Quinn was the coach, he didn't really use Ito Smith, and last week he had some catches, and it looks like RAHEEM wants to really use Ito. Yeah. RAHEEM was using his talent to their ability. That's what Dan Quinn wasn't doing, and that's why Dan Quinn is fired. And then you have Jamorius 58 Gillum. What's up, man? Who is your favorite Falcons linebacker of all time? Mine is Jesse Tuggle, number 58, the Hammer. What is yours?
Man, I used to love Spoon, man. I really love Spoon. I really wish he had a healthier career, but I mean, it just didn't work. I mean, he was my favorite one, but I feel like the best one all time, I have to agree with you, was Grady Jarrett's daddy, Jesse Tuggle.
Yeah, man. I'm a youngster. So I've heard about the Hammer. Really don't remember him, but I do recognize greatness, and he should be in the Hall of Fame. They need to go ahead and do that. But it's been a long time coming. I really came into the time to where we ain't had the best linebackers besides the Deion Jones, but I will say Sean Witherspoon was one of my favorites too, and he brought that energy that I think that we needed. I did used to like Chris. Then Chris Dratt, he used to play for us and stuff. So, I used to like him as a child, but I would say my favorite is gonna be Deion Jones if we keep it going. If we keep it going, probably gonna be him. But I do recognize the greatness in Jesse Tuggle, man, the Hammer. Keep those comments coming. Oh, wait a minute. We got one. Gianni Phil, thank you for the $7 from the
Appreciate it, bro. Much love, man. Thank you so much.
That we are good enough for the super chat. I noticed RAHEEM had Grady mainly at 3 tech. Yes. Do you think our success was because players were playing to their strengths or what? Coach, I'm gonna let you handle that.
I mean, yeah, man. If you watch that video that I put up on Atlanta Falcons Nation and on my page, Big Low Country Sports,
subscribe to Atlanta Falcons Nation, subscribe to Terror 404. Subscribe to Big Low Country Sports, man.
But yeah, if you watch that video, you'll see that players weren't put in the right position to succeed. They were put in positions where they always had to make up for the mistakes that the coaches made with their athleticism, and that shouldn't be the case. We should be putting players in the situation where they can make plays, not stop plays from happening.
Yeah, man, I feel the same way about it, man, because Grady Jarrett looked even better than he normally do. So with Dan Quinn holding him back from reaching Aaron Donald potential, who knows, man? I got another comment from Said Jenkins here. I love GA players, but the Falcons never pick GA player. It seems like a lot of people, a lot of these NFL teams don't pick from they, like you never see. I know this ain't no Saints channel, but you don't never see the Saints picking from LSU. You don't see Atlanta picking from Georgia. I don't know why, but what's your feel about this right here? This comment.
Well, Thomas Dimitroff, for some reason, he likes to pick guys from, I don't know, San Diego State and Wyoming. Yeah, Washington. He loves Washington. I don't know if it's a situation where he's just trying to be different or what, but I mean, look, man, I'm the kind of person if a player is talented, he needs to be on the team. Like, we don't care where he's coming from, or anything like that. But I mean, yeah, I have noticed that we have not drafted that many Georgia. We haven't drafted any Georgia players.
I don't remember besides DJ Shockley.
Yeah, besides DJ. But we love those Alabama boys. I know that. LSU. We love them boys.
Recently with the Alabama, I can say it's been at its peak. And that's because the crop of wide receivers that they bring out to the NFL. Derek Claxton says, when Jalen Hawkins is healthy, y'all think we should put him in a 4-3 and 4-3 situations? I'm gonna let the coach handle that.
So, and I just want to verify, you're saying put Jalen Hawkins, drop him down as a linebacker, because if you're talking about dropping one of the safeties down as a linebacker, I think we should drop Keanu Neal down as a linebacker, and let Jalen Hawkins play over the top, because from what I've seen, whenever he does just play over the top and just play cover two, the rare times we actually play it, he's all over the field, man. He's always on the other side of the hashes. So, yeah, I mean, I think you should drop Keanu Neal down and, let Hawkins fly around and do his thing.
Yeah, man, I believe in the same thing that you said. And we also got another comment here from Nick Turner 31. D Block was the itch. Really more freestyle and gets no better. They wasn't the best of defenses, but you could tell they really had a camaraderie with each other. You could tell that they was having fun every Friday, bro.
Yeah, William was always ready.
Whoa. I used to look forward to those videos every Friday because that boy Matt played the guitar. I was like, what? But, different things. I like how they had it set up. Get you a Gatorade, man. Go ahead and sit down, man. They had their own little podcast.
Yeah. Go ahead and get you a cold drink.
We're going to get into another comment. Nathan, Matthew Stafford used to be a 400-yard quarterback, but that was when he had Megatron. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it sucks that Calvin Johnson, the Megatron, retired early, but yeah, that's absolutely right, because that's a big frame wide receiver that like Julio Jones before Julio was Julio, that you can throw it here, 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 and they go and get it, and they make the yak yards, yards had to catch, and he was amazing at that. He was truly amazing at that. What you think about that?
Oh yeah, I mean, he definitely took a step back in production after Megatron left. But I mean, once you have a weapon like that, man, it's hard to duplicate that, man. So yeah, he definitely, his numbers definitely regress. I mean, but he's still a good quarterback,
Yeah, man, I don't take him lightly. I'm not gonna take him too much lightly. Anthony Wright says we need to start drafting defensive backs and linebackers from Florida State, Miami, and Ohio State. I say go SEC with that dog. Like, I mean, I don't know how do you feel about that coming from the ACC, but I think we need to focus, just get some SEC dogs, up in there. Not Georgia dogs, not predominantly, but some dogs from the best conference in college football.
Man, I don't care where they come from. I don't care where I just want them to have the talent. I don't care if they come from Washington. I don't care if they come from Montana State, Texas State, or Texas Tech, or wherever. I just want them to have the talent, man. The issue that I had with Thomas Dimitroff is that he would draft guys from random places from Colorado, and they didn't really have the talent. Like, the guy runs a 4.6 40. Like, why are we drafting this guy? It'd be different if he was just a beast and he was just in some random place like Khalil Mack was. But nah, man. Like, I just want a talented group of guys. That's all I want.
Right. AJ said PFF Pro Football Focus has Kellen McGregor rated as an elite tackle. So thank TD for that. He had hit every once in a while.
Well,
hey, like my homeboy said, a clock can be right 2 times a day. So he could be right sometimes, but he missed on a lot.
Well, I mean, the whole thing with the whole Caleb McGarry thing is that I know he rated well this past game, but if you take the games before that, especially in that Chicago game, I mean, it's hard for almost anybody to stop Khalil Mack. But Caleb McGarry, I don't think he's an elite tackle yet. He could definitely have the potential of being one, but that last game, he had a good game, but let's see if he could keep it consistent.
Right. Meme commentator was having it. Thanks for showing up. Falcons going 11-5. Do you see that?
Man.
Do you see that?
Hey man, it's always tough to go undefeated, man. You never know what's going to unfold or what's going to happen. I mean, look, if they stay healthy, I'm not going to say that it can't happen, but the ball bounces all kinds of ways, man. People fumble, people get COVID-19, people make mistakes and all kinds of stuff. I mean, right now I'm just trying to go 1-0. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to win next week. On to the Lions, and then we'll take it from there after that.
Right, man. I'll just take it 1 week at a time, one possession, one play at a time. Rookie cornerback AJ Terrell on Sunday, 55 snaps and had a 85.3 overall grade. Yeah, I did see that. And that's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. Well, when your defensive line doing what it do, and give you a better chance to cover. Ain't that right, Coach?
Man, can't beat it, bro. I take it every day. Every day, I always take that, man. I mean, everybody was balling. I mean, everybody was feeling good. I just want to see if this is something that's going to remain consistent. It happened last Sunday, but that's in the past. Let's see what we can do moving forward.
Right, we on to Wednesday. We at Wednesday now, so we gotta worry about next Sunday. Would you take Caleb over Ryan Schrader?
All day.
I don't think that was a hard question.
All day. I mean, Schrader, he balled for like a couple of years now. People forget that, but man, when he was bad, it was terrible.
Hey, Asia Green said, I really hope we win Sunday. We right with you. We right with you on that. Muhammad Connect says, way too early prediction. AJ Terrell, rookie of the year.
Ooh, man, that's.
It's still in the race, man. It can happen.
I mean, you talk about offense. I mean, defensive rookie of the year, or just rookie of the year, period. Because
I talk about defensive rookie of the year.
yeah, because man, CD Lamb and your boy Justin Jefferson killing it. So
yeah, they'll probably do the offensive side, but AJ Terrell got a real stake in the claim of being the defensive rookie of the year.
yeah, I mean, yeah, he's playing good ball. He's playing good ball. I can definitely see that. He keeps it up.
On this one, AJ said Gano played in Chicago. Remember, Caleb was out because of his MCL, a bit low.
Oh, okay. So Gono was starting against Chicago.
Right.
Okay. So that's why Matt was getting eaten up like that. Because he was taking them, boy.
Says, what are y'all thoughts on Sterling Hoffenshire, our punter?
See, Derek, that's what I'm talking about. So you a football fan. That's what I'm talking about. Right. Give that punter some love. Give that punter some love. Hey man, I love him. Because he's getting real good field position. At the end of the day, he's making our defense look even worse because they just have longer to go to score touchdowns. but yeah, man, I mean he's putting a good boot to the ball, man. That was a good question, Derek. Thank you so much.
You are a real football fan if you point out the punter. The kicker is understandable because he got to make points.
Exactly.
That. So it's easier to grade a kicker than a punter. But yeah. I see some potential, man. I see very good potential. And like Asia Green said, he's amazing. Yeah, he's been doing a great job.
Great job. One of the most underrated players on the team, but the punter normally is, man.
And Jerry, the damn D-Rich Falcon. Yes, sir. What's happening? Thanks for joining. We got a love thing. I can take your height. I can take you higher, girl. /effing with me. You can be all you can be. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. I see you, Jay. I see you.
Yeah, I get it. You over there.
I see you, Jay. Wait a minute. So Peter, what you talking? Hold on, Peter. What in the world, Bo? What? Hold on, man. Okay, all right. Okay, all right, y'all. So this is the what in the world moment of the week, y'all. What, Peter? What in the world, Bo? How's the team lost its identity, man?
The identity was lost.
The identity was lost. Well, what in the world, man?
They have no identity, man.
So after they win and have a good game and have a chance to double down and, get better, show some improvement, now you say the team has lost its identity? Congratulations, Peter. You're the what in the world moment of the week, Bo. What in the world? How has the team lost its identity? The team has found its identity, and hopefully they continue to do better moving forward.
AJ's unpopular opinion is that Jake Matthews is the most underrated player on the team. I don't think he's underrated because it's simply a mistake that his last name is a Matthews. He came in with a high name just because of that name and that pedigree. Now, has he performed to that pedigree? Has he?
Well, my homeboy Malik said it best. Jake Matthews is underrated and he is overpaid because, he's definitely a good player, but he ain't that good to be making bank like that.
Right. Mean commentator said, I can see Powell becoming Allen Robinson 2.0. He was looking good out there. Special team coach did get fired too. Just let you know he did get fired. We even saw them looking better, man. So, but yeah, he did look real good. I can agree with you on that. Derek Claxton says Stephen Means been playing well. He hasn't got sacks, but he's been applying pressure on the QB. And give credit to Jake Matthews, y'all. He allowed 0 sacks facing.
Yannick Ngakwe.
Yeah, thank you for saying that name, bro. I was about to have a horrible time.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Stephen Means, he's like Dante Fowler. He's been showing up in the run game, but I mean, look, man, we need more out of him, especially coming down the stretch. I mean, if we want to keep going 1-0, just getting pressure in some cases, that's not going to be enough. I want to see some dirty jerseys, man.
Right. And AJ, you know I feel you, dog. I'm mad and God. Go and hit that subscribe button on Terry Artist 404. And if y'all want to play me, just let me know. I can hook all that up. Just let me know. Go
okay.
Hit that subscribe button. Let me know. Hey, I want to play you or whatever. Yes, Matt Ryan and Jake kills cap space in Madden, and so does Julio. That's what I'm telling you. You really want to trade him? All right, do that. Cause we ain't gonna have no money. And this stream is lit. Nathan says, thank you.
Appreciate it, Nate.
And we appreciate all of y'all for tuning in, man. Dang, hit that subscribe button from wherever you watch.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Peter tried to be the What the World Moment of the Week twice? What in the world, bro?
You don't
He's a Hall of Famer?
You don't get to be a Hall of Famer for drafting one person.
Nah, Peter. I can't roll with you on that one, man. I can't roll with you. It was a good pick.
Matt, Julio, Ridley, Grady Jarrett. Am I missing anybody else?
Matt, Julio, Ridley, Grady Jarrett. You got to think, he did put together the Tony Gonzalez trade.
Yeah.
He signed Michael Turner.
Deion Jones, he signed Michael Turner. He found Deion Jones. So,
yeah.
Give him credit, but a Hall of Famer, nah. And yes, he is tripping.
Believe said he must be on that J.R. Henry.
Hey, that Mad Dog 2020.
You must have been drinking that moonshine with me, Bo.
Moonshine. But here we are. We are at the extra point segment of the show. Go ahead, Lo.
Hey, man. I ain't got that much to say, bro. It's just, we're just trying to go 1-0, man. We're just trying to go 1-0. I just hope everybody continues to improve. I know I keep saying that, but we're not going to be able to continue to get wins with our defense playing the way that they played on Sunday. Look, we stopped them at the goal line, so they actually should have had more points than they did have. So that defense has to continue to get better. So my goal, I just hope that our defense doesn't get complacent, and I hope fans don't get complacent thinking that everything is resolved because we got a new face and a new voice. They still have a lot of work to do.
They got to continue with it.
Yeah. Now, what you got, man?
You want to shout yourself out, man?
Oh, you already know what time it is. Y'all go check me out. Big Low Country, at Big Low Country on Twitter, on Instagram, and make sure that you check out my YouTube page, Big Low Country Sports. You know, we can talk about some football, talk about fantasy football. We're going to be doing film study every week. And look, if y'all just have any questions, y'all make sure that y'all hit me up, man. All I do is talk football.
Yes,
me and my wife, we talk about 9 gaps and 3 techniques all the time. So
I know about 9 gaps. Hey, Maggie. She get on here and talk that talk. We need the women on here, man, because we're trying to create your own show as well.
Hey,
y'all.
my wife, she acts like she knows football. She just keeps saying the same thing every time on defense. She's like, they just got to make sure that they seal the edge. I'm like, oh, okay, but this is a passing play. So,
Okay, so put her in training. Put her in training and have her come holler at Maggie, man. The spotlight's for everybody on here. We ain't trying to take it all. I see she coming. But man, what I have to say, and this is something that I do have to say because I've seen it all over Facebook. Man, shut the fuck up. Let us be happy that we got this one win. We were just 0-5. We were just 0-5. So if we would have went 0-6, the same old Falcons can't hold a lead. Matt Ryan this, Julio that. We would have been hearing it all. But we won, and you still ain't happy. I understand one win ain't enough. We totally get that. We totally get that aspect. One win is not enough. It is not enough. But some people just like, it's because it's the Vikings. Okay, they are a pro team. They're another pro team that was one game better than us. They won one. We didn't. So let us have that time to enjoy that victory. Now we gotta move. Now we do gotta move on. But y'all, some of y'all was on that like it's just the Vikings. Oh, they gonna lose the next week. And then, man, stop all that negativity, bro. we ain't about that negativity talk. We're not gonna speak L's into existence, man. You're supposed to speak positive on your life. You're supposed to speak great things in existence to your life, man. So we ain't no world beaters. No, we ain't. But we could be 0-6. Y'all will be mad. We 1-5 and y'all mad. So now let's just take the momentum from that game and focus. Like in the comment section, we get 1-0 each week and see how it goes. You open up an extra playoff spot, we might get in 9-7 or 7-9 or 8-8. It's crazy. So, just sit tight and relax, man. And if we win again on Sunday, they're gonna be like, it was the Detroit Lions. So, besides all that, man, hit me up on YouTube at Terror Artist 404. I do this Atlanta Falcons talk, and I also do Madden 21 gaming. I do 2K gaming. We're gonna be doing Call of Duty probably, and MLB the show once it drops on Xbox next year. And if y'all didn't really know this, we are also on Spotify as well. And on Instagram, follow us at ATLiens Sports Zone on Instagram and ATLiens Sports Zone on Spotify. If you can't get to YouTube just as quick to listen to the show, don't worry, because it will be on Spotify the next day. So, with that being said, y'all, appreciate y'all as always.
Much love, y'all. Thank y'all for chilling out with us tonight.
Zone, and it's ATLiens Sports Zone. Until next time, peace up. A time down.
Rise up. Rise up.
And we
A
out.
time down.